Good morning, Bix Weir, roadtoroot.com with your morning horn of Z's, your sip of chaga coffee. Don't slack off on your vitamin C intake or your chaga intake or all the other things that you're using to fight this virus. Because it'll come and go. You'll get it. You won't really know you'll have it. You're just kind of feeling shitty. But you're taking the vitamin C, you're taking your chaga, you're taking your zinc, you're doing everything you need to do, and it'll go away, and then you'll stop taking it, and then it'll come back. So just you got to keep going, my friends, keep going. We got to get through this. Good news. Sorry, good news today. Andy Scheckman at Miles Franklin said he got a shipment into inventory of silver. Again, he is running a special for Road to Ruta customers where he'll beat any price out there. So obviously the premiums are through the roof, but if you want to get some silver, email Andy. And his email is Andy at Miles Franklin, MILESFRANKLIN.com. And he's got some silver he can ship to you. So I don't know how long it'll last, but there you go. If anybody touts you, hey, it's going to be 4 months, 5 months, 5 weeks, 3 or 4, 5 weeks, and you get a better price, yeah, there's a difference between shipping it in a month and shipping it right now. So he's also got a storage facility that he's secured. He can tell you all about that. He'll offer you free storage during this time of chaos, which is pretty cool. That's only if you can't take it in your own possession. Again, my recommendation is everything should be in your own possession. But if you can't, for various reasons, like Dick Allgaier couldn't take his gold and silver with him wherever he went. So some people cannot store their metals. So give Andy an email. All right, yes, silver is being rigged still. Gold is being rigged still. You can't find any silver at $12.59. I guarantee you that. Nobody's selling silver at $12.59 except the comics, that criminal exchange. So there you go. And people have asked me, well, Bix, how high will gold go? Well, in Cliff's data, it had, $600 silver. I think the ratio should be 2 to 1 or 4 to 1. Let's just stick with 4 to 1, the gold to silver ratio. So 4 times 6, 24 grand. Or wait, no, yeah. 4 to 1 ratio. $2,400. So when gold doubles, silver will go massively higher. So yeah, and that makes sense when you know there's massive amounts of gold out there, as in millions of tons, not the 100 or 200,000 tons that Jeffrey Christian and his crowd will tell you. Massive amount of gold. So yeah, gold will double, which is great if you think about your investment doubling. But silver in relation to gold will go 4 to 1. And that's a big number. And that's in Cliff's data, the $600. So we might see $600 silver and then $2,400 gold. What do you want to have in your hand right now, where it's 120 to 1 ratio, which is ridiculous. We all know that. Anyway, okay. Cryptos are being held down, obviously. They'll get a little jump up, and then they push them down, and a little jump up and push them down. Remember, they can set the price to 0 if they want with a click of a mouse. You just got to be able to write it out and get your silver in your own, or your cryptos in your own possession again. I've only given 2 recommendations. It's not investment advice, it's a recommendation. And that's silver and cryptos. The good cryptos, the right cryptos. The best ones, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and if you like lottery tickets, Veritasium. And you all know why. All right, here we go. It's confirmed the Fed bailed out hedge funds facing basis trade disaster. I told everybody this was going on back last year. Fed wasn't just bailing out the banks. They're bailing out hedge funds because all of them were underwater. Everything was underwater, and they opened the fire hose, as I say. Back in December, when the world was still confused about what exactly happened before and after the September repocalypse, which has since exploded thousandfold, resulting in the Fed now doing daily $1 trillion repo operations, we said that in addition to the implicit bailout of JP Morgan, by restarting its repo operations, the Fed was also bailing out dozens of hedge funds engaged in highly levered trades involving a relative value compression trade in the Treasury cash swap basis, almost identical to what long-term capital management was doing ahead of the 1998 bailout, which is also why we entitled the article, "The Fed Was Suddenly Facing Multiple LTCMs." In a nutshell, the article explained why and how the return of the Fed's repo ops was nothing more than the Fed preemptively bailing out all those hedge funds that would have imploded and had their trades gone haywire. They will do anything. They will do anything to keep their criminal system going. But the criminal system requires criminality within it. It requires market rigging. It requires artificial support for certain asset classes. It requires taking out people they want to take out with short squeezes and things like that. Do we really want this system to continue? Luckily, they have no choice, and the system is ending now. One of the things I did notice is the world's largest criminal city of market manipulation, London, has just hit the point. London Hospital, Norwich Park declares critical incident due to surge in coronavirus patients. This is the point you don't want to hit. That's why everybody in California has to stay home. Because when you hit the point where the hospitals can't take any more patients, that's when massive amounts of people die. That's what happened in Wuhan. Those people who think Wuhan is no big deal and everything is fine. Take a look at this. China auto sales continue to collapse, plunging 50% and 44% in the first and second week of March. Yeah, everything's fine over there in Wuhan. I hear that 8 million cell phone users were dropped. 8 million. The numbers obviously coming out of China are completely wrong. So when they talk about flattening the curve, China didn't flatten the curve. And then all of a sudden they had to just shut everything down. London hasn't, I think just yesterday they put on stricter guidelines around London because they don't want to mess with their economic system. They want a real fast problem to be taken care of. But the problem there is millions will die. And this whole London thing right here, greed kills. If you're a politician and a banker listening, telling the politicians what to do, London is done. It is going to get really, really, really bad in London as far as number of deaths, because once the hospitals are full up and they keep coming, it's over. That's why the U.S. is shutting down the bullshit. No, none of the banks are going to survive. Obviously, with London going down, all the banks are interconnected. And who's the counterparty to London? New York City and Germany. Anyway, not looking good right there. Also, from Bloomberg, Fed going all in to save economy. What do you think about the Fed going all in? Open the money. All they can do is give money away, and that's all they're doing right now. The real interesting thing is going to be this. You got the Fed is being exposed for bailing out the hedge funds. And now the banking system is going to have to come to Congress for bailouts. You know, they're talking about the airline industry. They're talking about the hotels and travel industry, talking about oil and gas industry, all needing bailouts. Every industry needs a bailout, but the counterparty to all those other industries are the banks. The banks are going to come to Congress. Congress is going to say, what the hell are you doing, Fed? You're giving all this money to these criminal hedge funds who work closely with the banks to rig the markets? No, we're not giving you a bailout. Bailouts will not happen. Maybe little tiny ones here and there, and then all of a sudden everyone will come to the Fed, to the U.S. government for a bailout, and they'll say, that's it. It's over. Their system is almost dead. You should be completely out of the old system and getting ready for something new. A new economic system, probably using cryptos. That's why Mnuchin hired the head of, I forgot the actual position, but it was head of banking regulation or something like that, was a Coinbase guy. Yes, Coinbase. Cryptos, my friends, cryptos. So yes, the Fed will go all out to save the economy, but it won't be enough because the whole world needs a bailout. The entire system needs a bailout, a continual bailout as well. And as the U.S. flattens the curve, that's great because you're saving lives by doing that. But you're also assuring that the old system is dead and will not be revived. Even with Steve Mnuchin clicking the mouse every day. Yes, they'll probably put all markets to zero, silver and cryptos and gold, and then shut down the markets. That's what we want. We want the COMEX, the LBMA, the crypto exchanges to be shut down so we can fix them and move forward. Here's where we're like right now. I am in here. Let me show you where I am. Right here, number 45, Alameda County. That's where I live. Bay Area coronavirus update. Gavin Newsom deploys National Guard to help distribute food. No, not to police the streets. No. To help distribute food. Really? Really? The National Guard to help distribute food? No, that's a lie. Not help to, maybe that will be something they do, but to maintain order. Amy went to the store yesterday with Paige, her daughter, and everything was kind of cool. So why is Gavin Newsom bringing out the National Guard to help distribute food? What's going to happen when the short-term lockdown ends, which is, I think, April 7th is when they said. All the restaurants and bars had to close their doors. All the local businesses are shut down. You think people are going to stay locked down for another 3 weeks, another month, without guns and military on the street? No, they're going to go open up their stores and restaurants and say, fuck this. I am dying. My entire family is going to starve to death unless I open my business again. Yes, businesses will open and the virus will spread even more. We are FA'd, my friends. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of crazy here in the Bay Area. March 20th at 9 o'clock last night, Governor Gavin Newsom issued an executive order on Friday to permit vote-by-mail procedures to be used in 3 upcoming special elections. I don't trust that, but then again. It also announced at 8:20 Friday night that California National Guard members will be deployed to help distribute food at food banks. That's bullshit. That's complete bullshit. They're going to be on the streets to help promote order. Let's not go crazy when they miss their deadline of reopening the business. It's in these times of crisis that Californians are at their best, coming to the aid of those in their community who are most in need. The guy's a virtue signaler. Ridiculous. All right, let's see where we are at coronavirus. USA has 19,823 with 276 deaths. Remember when I posted this? Now I do it every 4 days. I redo it, and the numbers are growing faster right now because of the additional testing. But at first I did it. I put it out. I had 164 confirmed cases, and I ran the numbers. And people said, no way we'll have that many. No way over 1 million people will have it. No way there'll be hundreds of thousands of deaths. Well, run the numbers. It's just a simple calculation. Double it every 4 days. And right now it's doubling every 2 days, so I have to change it each time. The yellows are actuals, so these numbers are based off the March 18th numbers. Based off the March 18th numbers, we were supposed to have 18,700 cases hit tomorrow. In my crazy little graph here, right? How many do we have right now? 19,823, so I'm already behind. Now, I'm not behind on the deaths. The deaths is 276. We'll probably hit right on the 300, which is good. The exponential deaths come when the hospitals fill up. And if you look at the confirmed cases, it goes from 18 to 37 to 74 to by April 15th, tax day, we'll have 1 million people in the United States with it. And that's just the ones they test. Right now, there's probably over 1 million people. And they double every 4 days. Look at exponential growth. By May 17th, everybody will have it. May 17th. And if they keep the deaths low, we're looking at 4.9 million. If they keep the deaths low at 1.6%. It's scary. Then you run the numbers, it's scary. Now, this is assuming that there's no cure. There are plenty of cures coming out, And I wish the government would say, take your chaga, take your vitamin C. Harden up your body because you're going to get it. Everybody's going to get it. And this will keep the death rate very low. And you think 1.6% death rate is pretty low. It is. But when everybody has it, it's over 5 million deaths. So all you conspiracy guys, you're not doing any good. If you're right, that's great. But what you need to say is, I think it's a conspiracy. I think it's they're just trying to vax us, or they're trying to arrest the bad guys, or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. You need to tell people, oh, by the way, just in case I'm wrong, load up on vitamin C, load up on chaga, load up on zinc, load up on everything you can, and keep your distance from people so that you don't get it if I am wrong. Because I might be wrong. Everybody might be wrong, but you better err on the side of safety. Okay, so please stop sending me the conspiracy stuff about, this virus is ridiculous, it's not real, it's not real. That would be great. That would be great. If you're wrong, you're going to kill people. People you suggest, hey, don't do anything, it's a con. You know who I'm talking about. Tell people to prepare just in case I'm wrong. Just in case you're wrong, tell people, hey, if I'm wrong, you're toying with lives. Let's just everybody prepare it, and I'll keep exposing the conspiracies on my channel. But make sure everybody knows that it's not going to cost you that much to load up on vitamin C and chaga mushroom and take it so you can fight this thing off, just in case, just in that little case that you're wrong and your calculator, Bix's calculator was wrong, that over 1 million people will have it on April 15th, which puts the death rate at even at 1.6% at 19,000 people dead. And 36, those people who keep saying, oh, the flu causes 36,000 deaths in the United States anyway. That's great. So by April 15th, that'll be the last report, as far as my numbers, to be under 36,000. But then in the next 4 days, I'm at 38,000. And the next 4 days after that, I'm at 76,000 and 150,000. Then what are you going to say? Are you going to say, oh, wow, this looks like it's worse than the flu. We better start doing something. There's no time to do that. And unless they make and distribute a vaccine that people are willing to take, I probably would never take the vaccine. I don't trust them either. But then you got to decide for your kids and your family and your friends and your grandparents and your parents. Are you really sure the vaccine is going to be worse than the sickness? These are tough times. You're going to have to make tough decisions, life or death decisions, some of them. But the easy decision is say, yeah, this is a conspiracy, but just in case, get yourself ready. That's the responsible thing to do. Keep an eye on Cliff's Twitters, too. Really interesting. Anyway, I'll have more for the private road and for Patreon Plus today, and I will be doing a live chat today. I'm not quite sure the time. Go to roadtoruta.com, sign up for the free email blast right here on the left side, roadtoruta.com, and I will be doing a live chat today. You can ask your questions. I'll get to some of them because the questions go by so fast. Let's shoot for 12 noon Pacific time, 3 o'clock East Coast time. All right, guys. You take care. I'll talk to you later.